take you inside the fight against ISIS, not on the battlefield, but inside the hearts and minds of young people in one of the world's most developed countries. France has been terrorized by ISIS, and now everybody from senators to soldiers, even moms, is trying to keep the terrorists at bay. ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz is there.
We're on our way to see a single mother who had a son she feared would be claimed by ISIS. This is a scarily common story here in France, where the government says there are more than 8,000 Muslims who have shown some sign of radicalization, like this woman's 18-year-old son. When your son told you he was going to Syria, what did you say?
I was shocked. J'étais choquée.
When he came up to me and said that, I was like, wow, there's something I missed.
After 2 years of jihadists terrorizing France, with nearly 230 reported murdered by ISIS radicals, officials are desperately trying to connect the dots, stopping attacks here and abroad, sometimes hunting attackers home by home in neighborhoods like this one. This is Saint-Denis, just outside Paris, but it might as well be another world. This is an area where there are many, many immigrants. This past week, 7 individuals in France were arrested, accused of being in terrorist networks. 3 of them allegedly had advanced plans. The mother you saw, who asked that her face be kept in shadow, we'll call Fatima. Why do you think all these young men and young women are going to Daesh?
They are kind of the perfect target. They believe things easily.
That's why now the French government has taken unprecedented steps to improve its intelligence efforts. A state of emergency declared after the November attacks has been extended to last more than a year. The French military has been called up too, as U.S. and coalition airstrikes have been winning the conventional war against ISIS in the Middle East, this week killing ISIS number 2, Abu Muhammad al-Adnani. ISIS fighters are now moving beyond the borders to carry out attacks in the West. They've put up security on both sides of the Eiffel Tower since the shooting here last November, and they have about 10,000 French soldiers patrolling. And what do you look out for?
We are looking for all clues which could be strange, not normal, like a luggage left somewhere.
Those clues could be vital to stopping another major attack, like the one on the Bataclan concert hall in November. Tima's teenage son, we're calling him Omar, says he was radicalized by propaganda videos he saw on social media. What did you think when you saw those images?
It made me want to go there. It's interesting.
Did you know what ISIS and what Daesh had done to people and murdered reporters, murdered other people?
No.
I didn't know that. I saw it more as an organization trying to help people there. They were showing people giving food to young boys and young starving children. They were protecting people from the Assad government.
Fatima is very close to her son and of course knew the truth about ISIS, but she feared that if she told him not to join them, it would guarantee he would. Instead, she tracked him carefully until he found out about those groups on his own. Seeing the devastation of the Charlie Hebdo attack forever changed his perception.
He said, look at the terrorist attack. Look at the terrorist attack. I smiled and said, he's finally going to realize those are not Muslims.
You should not listen to these people, this propaganda. Syria is not real life. What's there is not real life.
And as a Muslim, do you think they are part of Islam? Still, with officials fearing thousands are on the road to being radicalized in France, the pressure on intelligence and law enforcement only increases, and the hunt for ISIS becomes even more difficult. For Nightline, I'm Martha Raddatz in Paris.
And we want to thank Martha for that report.